All right, let's talk about courage. We all kind of think we know what it is, right? But is it always about being some big hero, or is it something a little quieter, something we can actually practice every single day? Well, that's exactly what we're going to dig into together in this explainer. So here's our plan. We're going to start by figuring out what real courage actually is. Then we'll break it down into three key parts. After that, we'll look at this amazing example from a prophet's prayer, see how it connects to your daily life, and wrap up by talking about why your courage, your courage, really, really matters. Okay, let's jump right in. Part one, what is real courage? Seriously, when I say the word courage, what's the first thing that pops into your mind? Is it a superhero, maybe a firefighter running into a building? Totally valid, but we're gonna go a little deeper. So before we get too far, let's just take a second to kind of check in with ourselves. I want you to think about this for a moment. What does courage mean to you? And can you think of a time, any time at all, where you felt brave? Just hold on to that thought, because it's really gonna help as we go through this together. Okay, and this is a big one. Probably the most important point we'll make today. A lot of people think courage means you're not scared, right? That you have zero fear. But that's not it at all. In fact, you literally can't have courage without fear. It's the secret ingredient. So let's break that down. Courage versus fearlessness. They sound similar, but they're worlds apart. Courage is when you feel the fear, that nervous feeling, the butterflies, but you do the right thing anyway because you know it's for a good reason. Fearlessness, on the other hand, is just not having any fear at all. And honestly, that can be pretty reckless. It can get you into trouble. Okay, so we've established that courage is about acting despite being afraid. But what goes into that? What are the building blocks? Let's look at what I like to call the anatomy of courage. It's got three essential parts. Think of it like a recipe. First, you need the right intention. You've got to be standing for truth, for what's right. Second, you need the action. You can't just think about it. You have to actually do something. And third, the context. You're doing it in spite of the fear, in spite of the difficulty. You need all three for it to be real courage. All right, now let's see this in action with a really powerful story. This is about facing a challenge that seems absolutely impossible and finding the strength to do it by turning to God. This prayer comes from the Quran, and it's from the prophet Musa, or Moses. Now, he was given this huge, terrifying job. Go to the Pharaoh, we're talking the most powerful, scary ruler around, and tell him the truth. I mean, can you even imagine how scared he must have been? So, right before he goes in, this is the prayer he makes. And listen to what he asks for first. "Oh my Lord, open for me my chest." He's not literally asking for surgery, right? It's this incredible way of asking for confidence, for inner peace, for boldness. It's such a powerful lesson, isn't it? Courage doesn't always start with a big action out in the world. A lot of the time, it starts inside, with preparing your heart. Now, this is so important. Courage isn't just for prophets facing down pharaohs, not at all. It's something for you and me in our everyday lives. It shows up in these small, quiet moments all the time. So let's talk about what that can look like for us. Here's a simple way to think about it. Courage of the voice, courage of the heart, and courage of the hands. Your voice, that's when you speak up for somebody, or just tell the truth when a lie would be way easier. Your heart, that's about holding on to what you believe in, even if other people don't get it. And your hands, that's the courage to actually do the right thing, to help out, especially when nobody's even looking. Let's get super practical. You see a friend getting picked on and you step in? That's courage. You're late for something, but you stop to help someone who dropped their books. That's courage. You messed up, and it would be so easy to blame someone else, but you own it. Man, that is a huge act of courage. See, it's all these little choices that add up and show who you really are. So, why does all this matter? Why do these little things count so much? Here's why. Because it's never, ever just about you. Every time you choose to be brave, it sends out ripples. It affects everyone around you. I really love this idea of a moment of moral friction. That's just a fancy way of saying it's that moment of choice, That fork in the road where you have to decide between what's easy and what's right. And look at the two paths. Fear? Well, that leads to truth getting shut down, bad stuff starts to seem normal, and people stop trusting each other. But courage? Oh man, when you choose courage, the truth comes out, you give other people permission to be brave too, and the whole community gets stronger because of it. Just let that sink in for a second. Your choice to be brave in one small moment might be exactly what your friend needed to see to be brave in the next.
Your decision to stand up for what's right could literally stop something bad from happening. Every single choice counts. Because the world we live in, it's built by our courage or by our fear.
So I'm going to leave you with a challenge. You are going to face one of these moments of moral friction this week. I promise you. It might be at school or with your friends or even at home. It's coming. So the question isn't if it's going to happen. The question is, what are you going to do when it does? What will you choose?